Can I find it?
Dude, it's out there. It didn't vanish. You got me there.
Previously on Sailing Adrift, we created the countertop for the bathroom vanity and officially installed it. And this week, we have some loose ends to tie up, as there was a minor hiccup in our design for the aft cabin.
So there's a slight omission in our original design for the aft cabin layout where it could lead to something ugly, but then I had an idea which involves these guys. Some very thin wooden slats. The spot I'm talking about is right above the bed platform in the corners, which won't be covered by the mattress. And my idea is this: I want to mirror the slats that we're putting above and around the windows, but make it flexible so we can basically conform it to the shape we need, cut it to the right size, and install it that way. And to do that, I'm going to first shape these slats to make them look like the other slats, and then we're going to give them a backer of fiberglass that will make it flexible yet semi-rigid. But this is what it'll look like on the surface. Actually looks pretty darn cool. Strategically arranged on this piece of fiberglass. There's some air bubbles in there, but we don't care because really its only focus is to basically hold this into one giant mat. Nice and flexible this way. It's actually a really cool thing. I mean, you could technically make like a waterproof barrel, but this technique on this direction, it doesn't near flex as much, but it gives us enough that we should be able to get whatever contour we need out of it. So my next step is to hand sand this with a lighter sandpaper. Then we'll probably cut them to size before staining and finishing them, and then we'll just install them somehow. That's a problem for a different day.
So at this point, the pieces are stained and ready for installation. Given that they need to be contoured to the shape of the hull, we needed an adhesive that would dry fast.
This stuff stinks, Kelly.
Yeah, it does.
It's called BONDO. It's the stuff you like fix cars with. That might not be enough. I have no idea. I've never used it before in lieu of epoxy, just because it's a lot less expensive, and apparently it sets up faster. So I'm gonna give this a shot. And if it doesn't work, oh well. Ooh, it does set up quick.
Oh, shoot.
Huh.
That's like totally useless. Okay.
Well, at least I know that that's going to hold on to it real quick. All right, well, that's weird stuff. Look at that.
Okay, now you've made putty.
I have.
Cool.
All right, take two. Okay, I might need your help put this on. You just have to hold it there so I can do the other one. There, just push that. It's setting up. Is yours setting up?
I can't tell.
Okay.
I'm afraid to move it.
Mine just came right off. That is amazing. Is it just too hot? It must be.
Must be, yeah.
I should probably do some homework before I just start using things willy-nilly. Does yours feel like it's on there?
It's, yeah, like it's on there.
Third time you charm. My plan is to mix this up really fast, get this stuck on, and then if you could be over here and hold it on, I'll use the leftovers inside here to kind of start smoothing things out.
Okay.
I went with less hardener because I checked online and it says that's how you make it last a little longer. So it's actually like a ratio. Right there. Push hard, babe.
And here's how these pieces turned out. Remember last week when we briefly touched on what a tick stick is? Well, this week, Chris and Owen are about to give you a real-life demonstration.
Are you ready to do a project, Owen?
Yes.
Good. What are you going to do? I have no idea.
This.
What is that?
The tick stick.
And what does it do?
I don't know.
Well, you're about to find out. This is going to be the maiden voyage of the tick stick, so let's see if it works. After you. Go down into the pit. All right, this is our project in question. This is going to be a drawer, and then an inlaid step, and then another drawer down here. And today what we're doing is we're building the little step part that will be recessed partially and extend out partially so you can step up into the bed. And to do that, we're going to use your little twig there.
Tick stick.
Yeah, you're way too tall for this boat. Better. So we're going to use that and this piece of cardboard. Let's get all set up here. I'm going to try to secure this to one wall so it doesn't move more than it has to. The way this is going to work is we're going to attach this piece of cardboard into a rough place here, and then we're going to use that little stick to point at all the corners, and that's going to tell us exactly what we need to do to build irregular shapes. This is relatively rectangular, but you can use this method to get any kind of weird cutout or radius or something funky. So it was actually invented by shipbuilders many eons ago as a clever way of doing things. Step one, take the tip of that, put it on this cardboard, and then poke it into one of the corners. Let's start with the back left corner, way back there. Put it in place. All right. Now we're going to trace all around each little corner, and then I'll show you what the next step is. Hopefully this works. I don't know if you can see all these little outlines, but that is going to help us create a shelf. Shall we go down and see how it works? Shall we, Owen?
Yes.
What do you say?
We shall.
I agree. Let's do it. Too bad we wrote this tape and took off a bunch of our pattern. But oh well. Man, it's hot out here.
Mm-hmm.
Alexa, play Real Men of Genius.
Budweiser presents Real Men of Genius. Real Men of Genius.
Oh, thank you, Henry.
You're welcome.
This will be a perfect piece of wood because this side's a little scuzzy because we used it for mold before. So we'll just bury it in a boat. Let's mark this sucker out. We got it all marked. Now we just need to play connect the dots and cut it out. You think it's gonna work?
Yes.
I hope you're right.
You're right.
You ready to use a saw?
Sure.
Good. Hold it firm, draw a concise straight line. Keep going and you can be a carpenter just like Jesus.
Jesus was a carpenter?
You don't know that?
What?
Oh, no.
Was it gonna reach? I don't think so. You're gonna need something else. Are you the Terminator? Do you even know who the Terminator is? Say it.
It.
That's your dad's joke. Come on.
I know, I'm your kid. Okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's correct. That's his name. Good work. Now spell it.
No.
IT. Let's go. Boom. Done. And we basically build the cabinet. We're done. When you're sawing, you should be wearing safety glasses, which you are. That's great. But you want to hold it with this handle here. Line up your line. Start the saw before you cut. Remember what I said about your line?
Yeah, I know.
Line it up right with that edge.
I did.
All right. Is that how I told you to hold your saw? Why are you standing up so high? Lean over your project. Pay attention to your work. Take pride in your efforts. Grab the handle.
Here?
Yep, there it is. You found it. Good work. Let's see how you did. That looks pretty good, son.
Heck yeah.
You've done well. You want to do another one?
Sure.
All right, do this line. We need to notch this off. I'm going to do that on the, actually you're going to do that. Take your piece of wood, leave the saw here, we'll come collect it later. This is the side that you should be standing on. Take your board away. This is called a scroll saw.
Didn't you call it something different last time?
Perhaps.
My
I don't
face is
remember
ready.
when. Dad joke. Oh! Stop. Perfect. Turn it off. You did good. Don't do that until the blade stops, doofus. Your mom watches these videos. Next step, let's go see if it fits. Let's see if the tick stick does its job. Alright, it's Moment of Truth. Don't be sad if it doesn't quite fit, but if we did it right, it should.
It's right here.
Perfect. No,
Doesn't fit.
but it does. There you go. Get it in place. Keep going past the notch. Look at that, Owen. Once we get this in here, that'll be perfect. There. This drawer will come in and out, but right now it can't because there's no pull on it. Yep. What do you think? Hooray! Victory for Owen and Chris. Now we just need to build the rest of this little area. Let's see if this opens. Good work, son. Now you can go back to playing your video games.
Yay!
All the things you find so important and valuable.
I don't find them important, I find them fun.
Well, I'll tell you, one day you'll be like, why am I wasting my time doing this? Or you'll be a deadbeat. Those are the two options. Kelly and I were watching a stupid TV show and we made a bet. We each picked a contestant, and whoever's contestant got voted off first had to make dinner for the other one. Not only just dinner, a themed dinner night. And she won, so I'm in here making Creole food. Not something we have very often. But I'm working on my roux. It is slippery. Anyway, there it is. I dropped my phone right into it. It appears to have recovered fully though. We're at the peanut butter stage and we're going hard. We're going to go clear to mahogany.
My apartment smells of rich mahogany.
That's ballsy. And this is going to be the basis of the start of a cocktail. So it should be tasty, even though I lost. I also have to do the dishes. All right, this is an official recipe I found online. The Creole Cocktail. Lemon juice, fresh squeezed. Agave nectar. Mint. You gotta bruise it. Screw on the lid and give that a shake. Really go for it. They're all friends. All right, that makes up the basis of our syrup. We're gonna strain this. And you've made a strainer. Cocktail glass. Filled to the top with ice. Then we go with the spiced rum. Believe it or not, this is super cheap and super delicious. Lady Blythe, if you can find it, buy it because it's better than all the rest. Some of that. Some of this. Seltzer water if you can't find it, but if you can. Club soda is far superior. Garnish with a lime and a mint leaf if you didn't smash them all up and throw them into your this thing. And then you've got a delicious cocktail. Kelly! There you go.
Thank you.
Cheers.
That's delicious.
I disagree. This doesn't do it for me.
You gotta sell
I'll do
this
that.
drink. You
I don't have
made
to
it.
sell this drink. We looked it up online and then we just made it. You tried it out. Give it a shot. Don't make this. The description has the recipe. Tweak it. Well, another successful week. It was nice to have Owen out on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
He always hides upstairs when he's here, like
Yeah.
never to be seen. That's why he was so pasty and pale.
Teenagers.
Yeah. A few things done. What's up next week, Kel? What are we doing next week?
Next week, we might install some hardware.
Ah, hardware.
Yeah.
We'll probably need to install some doors to make the hardware make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do all the cabinet doors, install the hardware, and make the aft cabin get this much closer to pretty so we can move it forward in the boat. I've been saying that for weeks. I'll probably say it for a few more weeks, but not that many. Way less than before.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
Hey you! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw and you want to keep following along, become a subscriber. Just hit that subscribe button below.
All right, you want to go get some steak, Keepa? Go in there. We'll go in there.